Welcome to our channel. We're glad you're here. Today, we're diving into the world of Stoicism and its teachings. We're talking about some seriously heavy stuff, man. We're gonna unpack how kindness, which we're always told is a good thing, can actually be dangerous. I know it sounds crazy, right? But think about it. Have you ever been too nice and ended up getting screwed over? We're gonna break it all down Stoic style and make sense of it. Stay tuned to learn more and understand the hidden dangers. All right, let's talk about kindness, man. It's one of those things that makes the world go round. It's the glue that holds communities together, the spark that ignites friendships, and the balm that soothes the soul. But like everything in life, it has its complexities. It's a beautiful thing, right? Helping others, being compassionate. It feels good to lend a hand, to be there for someone in need. It's like a warm hug for the heart. But there's a flip side to this coin that we often overlook. But here's the thing. Too much of anything can be bad for you. Even kindness. When you give too much of yourself without getting anything in return, it starts to weigh you down. It's like carrying a backpack full of bricks. Each act of kindness adds another brick until you can barely stand. It's like, imagine you're giving and giving and giving, but the other person is just taking and taking and taking. You're pouring from your cup, but no one's refilling it. Eventually you run dry. And that's when the trouble starts. You become a human doormat. People start to expect your kindness. They take it for granted. And when you finally say no, they act like you've done something wrong. It's a vicious cycle that leaves you feeling used and unappreciated. People can sniff out that excessive kindness, man. They can see it in your eyes, hear it in your voice. It's like a beacon that attracts those who are looking to take advantage. And trust me, there are plenty of them out there. They can smell it a mile away. And some people, not everyone, but some people will take advantage of that. They'll bleed you dry. They'll take everything you have to offer and then some, leaving you empty and wondering what went wrong. You gotta protect yourself, man. You gotta have boundaries. It's not about being selfish. It's about self-preservation. You can't pour from an empty cup. So set those boundaries, say no when you need to, and remember that your kindness is a gift, not a given. The Stoics, man, they were all about self-preservation. They believed in the importance of maintaining one's inner peace and strength. It wasn't about being selfish or self-centered, but about understanding and valuing your own worth and dignity. They taught that in order to be truly effective and resilient in life, you need to take care of yourself first. Not in a selfish way, but in a way that recognizes your own worth. It's about knowing that you have value and that your well-being is important. When you look in the mirror, you should see someone who deserves care and respect. Meditation and journaling are great ways to connect with yourself and understand your needs and desires. You can't pour from an empty cup, right? This means that if you're drained and exhausted, you won't be able to give your best to others. You need to replenish your own energy and resources before you can effectively help those around you. It's a simple yet profound concept that underscores the importance of self-care. You've got to take care of yourself first. Whether it's through yoga, a peaceful walk in nature, or simply relaxing in a hammock, these activities help you recharge and maintain your mental and physical health. It's not about being indulgent. It's about being smart and sustainable in how you manage your energy and time. Self-preservation is about recognizing your own needs, your own limits. It's about setting boundaries and knowing when to say no. It's about taking a moment to catch your breath and plan your day in a way that doesn't overwhelm you. By doing this, you ensure that you can continue to function effectively and avoid burnout. It's about saying, hey, I'm only one person and I can't save the world, and that's okay. It's about accepting your limitations and not feeling guilty about them. It's about taking a step back and gaining perspective, whether you're looking out at the sea or contemplating life from a high vantage point. It's about understanding that you can only do so much. And that's perfectly fine. You're not Superman, you're not Wonder Woman. You don't have to be a superhero to make a difference. You just need to be the best version of yourself. It's about realizing that even superheroes need a break, and so do you. It's about being realistic about what you can achieve and not putting undue pressure on yourself to be perfect. You got to prioritize yourself sometimes, man. This means making time for activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Whether it's painting, lying in a field of grass, or simply making a to-do list that includes self-care activities, it's crucial to carve out time for yourself. This isn't about being lazy. It's about being proactive in maintaining your well-being. You got to take care of your own mental health, your own well-being. This might mean seeking therapy, practicing mindfulness meditation, or journaling about your feelings. It's about being honest with yourself about what you need to stay mentally and emotionally healthy. Remember, taking care of yourself isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. By doing so, you ensure that you can be there for others when they need you, without compromising your own health. Boundaries, man. They're like the fences around your property. They let people know what you will and will not tolerate. Setting boundaries is about saying no without feeling guilty. It's about protecting your time, your energy, your sanity. And it's not selfish, it's necessary. Think about it. If you're constantly saying yes to everyone and everything, you're gonna burn out. You're gonna be resentful. You've got to learn to say no, man. It's a powerful word. Chapter 4, enabling bad behavior, kindness gone wrong. Here's a tough one. Sometimes our kindness can actually enable bad behavior. Think about it, if you're always bailing someone out of trouble, are they really learning their lesson? Are they even motivated to change? Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is to let someone face the consequences of their actions. It's like you're not doing anyone any favors by enabling their bad behavior. You're actually hurting them in the long run. Chapter 5, control the controllables, the Stoic mantra. The Stoics had this saying, control the controllables. What does that mean? It means focusing on what you can control, which is your own thoughts, your own actions, your own reactions. You can't control the weather, you can't control traffic, and you can't control other people. So why waste your energy worrying about them? Focus on what you can control, man. Focus on being the best version of yourself. Chapter 6, kindness burnout. When compassion leads to exhaustion, we've all been there, man. You're giving and giving and giving, and eventually you hit a wall. You're exhausted, you're depleted, you're running on fumes. That's kindness burnout. It's a real thing. It's like you can't pour from an empty cup. You've got to take care of yourself first. You've got to make sure you're filling your own cup before you can even think about filling someone else's. Chapter 7, be kind to yourself, the most important act of kindness. In our fast-paced world, we often forget to pause and reflect on our own needs and emotions. We are so focused on achieving our goals, meeting deadlines, and taking care of others that we neglect the most important person in our lives, ourselves. We're always so quick to be kind to others. But what about ourselves? We extend our hands to help, offer our shoulders to cry on, and give our time and energy to support those around us. Yet, when it comes to our own well-being, we often fall short. We forget that we too need kindness and compassion. When was the last time you showed yourself some compassion? When did you last take a moment to acknowledge your own feelings and give yourself a break? Self-compassion is not about being self-indulgent or selfish. It's about recognizing that you are human and that it's okay to have flaws and make mistakes. When was the last time you forgave yourself for making a mistake? We are often our own harshest critics, holding ourselves to impossibly high standards. But forgiveness is a crucial part of self-kindness. It allows us to let go of guilt and shame and move forward with a lighter heart. Being kind to yourself is just as important as being kind to others. It means taking time to care for your mental, emotional, and physical health. It means setting boundaries, saying no when you need to, and giving yourself permission to rest and recharge. It's about treating yourself with the same love, respect, and understanding that you would offer to a loved one. Imagine how you would comfort a friend who is going through a tough time. Now try to offer that same comfort to yourself. You deserve it. You deserve your own kindness, man. Don't forget that. Remember, self-kindness is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the foundation of a healthy and fulfilling life. So take a moment today to be kind to yourself. You're worth it. Chapter 8, the balancing act. Kindness meets self-respect. So how do we find that balance between kindness and self-respect? It's not easy, man. It's a constant dance. It's about learning to set boundaries, to say no when you need to prioritize your own well-being. But it's also about being compassionate, being understanding, being there for others when you can. It's about finding that sweet spot where you're not a pushover, but you're not an asshole either. Outro: kindness, stoicism, and finding your balance. Thanks for watching. If you found these Stoic lessons insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. This stuff is important, man. It's about finding that balance in life, being a good person, but not letting people walk all over you. It's a journey, not a destination. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep that Stoic mindset strong. See you in the next video.